Harrison and James, and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mustangs offense takes the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often.
Open runway ahead. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, SMU!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game? The head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see.
He wants to throw. Makes his connection. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offense.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off of the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Thomas. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. the Mustangs are on the move. The give to the back. Discards a man. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around again.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Here we go with the run on 4th down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the run, it's Thomas. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Mustangs will move the sticks.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Jet sweep to the receiver. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true. Team plays on that touchdown drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Handoff from the gun. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He's got his man. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Tackled, but he has a first down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
And from a...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The give to the back. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Fakes the grab on the left. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They go to the ground. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Fires to the tight end. Tackled after picking up the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll try the run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Showing the arm strength to the left. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And the Mustangs have this offense rolling. To the ground with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They go right back to it. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Coming after it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. A shot toward the end zone. What a snag by the defense.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities.
Ball in the air, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Working the middle, it's complete. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Trying to find his man on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Got his man downfield. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room for them to answer. Move from inside his 5. And the return. Carroll. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors. And And the Mustangs will kick it off to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Wants to pass. Got his man down the middle.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a man in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. Got room at the 35. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one. With that touchdown, this guy looks like the real deal.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and makes it. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The offense set for a 1st down play. They're going to test the right side with this one. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down. Defense gets the ball back for its own. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's...
with the carry.
36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. On 1st down, here comes this offense. The inside handoff. The ball's free. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He slings it deep to the left. Gets it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on second down. It's third and goal from the 3. They'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Instead of opting for the chip shot field goal attempt tying the game, they instead want to take the lead on fourth down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He got it down to the 3, and that was 3 yards too short as the defense makes the fourth and goal stop. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
They're strong, and they're strong. You don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
You see more and more of this in college football. They hand it off in the jet sweep on short yardage. This time the defense was not fooled at all. They were locked in, get the receiver to the ground. No first down for you.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. They'll go right back to him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see.